Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today, we've got the Elite Series 115 Tyler Bate, I'd say fairly rare figure, considering that this is his second only ever figure that we've ever gotten. We had the UK, Tyler Bate exclusive with the Daniel Bryan torso, and now we've got this one that uses the Tyler Bate, the Apollo Crews torso. Got a lot of good figures in this wave too, I'd say. Definitely want to get my hands on that Drew McIntyre and the Kairi Sane. Might pick up the Rock for shits and giggles, but I can't guarantee that. And I can't lie, I do have the CM Punk kind of on a pre-order scenario. Trying to figure that out as we speak, as there was a listing on eBay for around the same price for it loose, so I said fuck it, placed an order for it and canceled the mock version, but my request to cancel it was denied, so I'm hoping I didn't just buy that CM Punk twice and have one loose and one mock, especially because 9 times out of 10 the mock will not come mint on card, if you get what I mean. But either way, with all that being said, let's get into this Tyler Bate action figure review. Alrighty you guys, now that we've got Tyler Bate out of the plastic prison, let's get into his action figure accessories. Of course, he does come with a couple of nice things. You've got his 2 sets of interchangeable hands. He comes with a set of pointer finger hands, kind of standard, but of course one hand has his hand-ish tattoo, as it's more along the wrist area, as you can see there, but he does have a sleeve that would technically be there if he wasn't wearing a sleeve over his tattoo sleeve, but that's besides the point. As you can see, he comes with 2 sets of mic holding hands, and he also comes with this nice white, green, and orange-ish jacket, I guess you could say. I don't know exactly, is that orange? It kind of comes off as like a pinkish orange. I don't know exactly what to call it there. It's got some like little bits of blue and yellow in there too on the leaves and stuff like that. It's a really nice fabric material feel. A really nice cloth accessory from Mattel on this one. I cannot complain here. You got the Tyler Bate up here on the circle. It all feels really nice in hand. Speaking of Tyler Bate though, let's get into his action figure himself. First things first, we've got this new head scan for Tyler Bate. Of course, the original Tyler Bate head scan, he had way shorter hair and just a mustache. Now he's got a beard and long hair, and I do really dig this look here. We've got the nice flower pattern up on here for the tattoo. Of course, we did point out the wrist tattoo earlier. Nice little bit of white wrist tape there. The Apollo Crews tattoo. Apollo Crews torso, as I was talking about earlier. On his white sleeve, you've got a little bit of yellow and green texture there with Big Strong Boy written on the sleeve, because Tyler Bate is a big strong boy. He's got Tyler Bate written across the buttocks, same way it was written across here on the back, but a little bit different. On the tights it's yellow and a darker green. Same thing with the line on the tights and stuff like that. The green is not exactly the same as it is on the jacket. Like, this is more of a teal color, I'd say, as where, yes, this is still kind of a teal color. It's like a darker teal. Got the same chain logo right there that's on the jacket as well. Yellow stripage. Got nice ankle socks with the blue stripes on them. And nice little brown boots that kind of almost look like Timberlands, but they are definitely not Tims. As far as this figure does go when it comes to posing as well, I'd say it poses around fairly well. Of course, you got the double jointed arms, the shoulder articulation, you've got the bicep swivel, the wrist articulation, you got waist articulation and good decent ab crunch there, I'd say. The head actually does move fairly well too for being a longer haired figure. You've got the upper thigh cut. Oddly enough, it does not suffer from D'Lo Brown syndrome, though the knees are still a little stiff there, but they do move, they do articulate. Ooh. Then you've got a little bit of ankle articulation along with ankle rotation and the ankle bend. All around a really nice solid addition to 115, let alone the average elite line, because Tyler Bate's original figure was a UK exclusive, if I recall correctly. I'm not exactly sure what kind of exclusive it was, but he was a very hard to find figure, and nonetheless, it wasn't really the best looking figure either. It was all pale looking and all that kind of stuff. This one is a way better interpretation of Tyler Bate himself. But speaking of that, let's get them all posed up and we can get into our final thoughts now, shall we? Alrighty, you guys, now that we've got the Tyler Bate all posed up in the final pose, he's getting ready to hit that Tiger Driver on Cody Rhodes, our current Damn Defiant Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, or, you know, for actual wrestling, our current Undisputed Champion as of recording. I say Damn Defiant Wrestling World Champion as that is our Pig-Fed World Championship, just the big gold, because I don't have the money to make some custom World Mid-Card and Tag Championships. That's besides the point. That doesn't matter. What does matter is this Tyler Bate figure, and on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate this Tyler Bate? Honestly, I'd have to give him a good solid, I guess a good solid 7.5 would do. Nah, I'm just playing. Honestly, this figure I'd say is very well worth a good solid 8 out of 10 points. 7 still isn't bad. 7.5 really isn't bad either, but honestly, this figure is definitely a really solid figure. I love the formula they chose. He's got really nice, like, accessories for the jacket, and, well, he only does come with 2 sets of hands, but it works out just fine. I think the way they did the attire and everything else is also fairly well done. Of course, there were some minor blemishes, like you can kind of see here on the upper arm, I want to say right there, that is a little bit of white paint from the white wrist tape. If it would, yep, now you can see it a little bit better. And then on the sleeve side, if I can almost not trip over whatever I almost tripped over, it's kind of hard to see because it's underneath the Cody arm, but there is a little bit of green paint from parts of the sleeve that they were painting up, and they might have just brushed a little bit on there or whatever. But yeah, you know, that there is little paint blemishes here and there, so quality control still may be a problem with these figures. Of course, not the biggest issue there. Thankfully, no D'Lo Brown syndrome, as I call it, but we've got a little bit of stiff knees as well, so the stiff knees do not help, but honestly, it is still a really solid figure all around. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this. If I'm going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10, I have to give them a good solid 4 out of 5 stars. It just makes complete sense to me. But with all that being said, I'm going to go try to relax a little bit before tonight's Dynamite. So if you guys would like to, feel free to like the video if you did like the video. If you did not like the video, womp womp, I guess. But It's the name of the game. But if you did like the video and you'd like to check out some other content, feel free to go check out maybe some of my pick fed content and my unboxing content and some of the other content I've tended to do, I guess you could say. Of course, little disclaimer, literally after just talking about it a few days ago in one of the reviews, part 8 to Damn Defiant Wrestling Ladder War was blocked yet again, but I do have the re-upload ready back up to watch for all of you guys. All I had to do was make it go public. And with that also being said, if you guys would like to, feel free to subscribe. We did technically lose out on a subscriber. I don't know if you guys would have noticed that based off of the last review, but it did go down. It likes to fluctuate. Some people leave, some people stay. It's whatever. I'm sure we'll get that back and then some when we post another banger episode of the Pick Fed or something of that nature. But on top of subscribing, if you would like to, feel free to go follow me on Instagram. Kind of did that a little ass backwards today, but that's besides the point. On that note, we are gonna head out of here, so have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I am not in your time zone. I just know it's Wednesday night, so it is time for Dynamite. Hopefully it doesn't bore me to sleep. So, with that all being said, deuces, ooses, yeet. Damn, that would have sucked in real life.